That evening, Diesel 5 was in a goods yard, preparing to leave. He had just delivered a train there, and was currently filling up on fuel. When he finished, his driver entered the cab, and they were on their way. Neither of them noticed a certain pair of engines on a siding, watching them. "It's a shame you weren't able to get rid of that Tinder engine," Diesel 5's driver said.
"Indeed. I'm sure I'll have another chance."
He was interrupted by a spluttering sound from his engine, and before long, he came to a complete stop.
"What happened?"
"I don't know," replied the driver. "You're not working anymore." The driver got out and inspected Diesel 5, but there was nothing wrong. "Well, we must have taken bad fuel. I'll have to run back and phone for help." The driver then proceeded to jog up the line, back to the yard, where he would find the nearest signal box. Diesel 5 was all alone, but not for long. He began to hear the puffing of a steam engine from behind.
"I was hoping for a diesel to help me, but you're better than nothing." Ow!
He cried as he was bumped from behind.
"Do you mind?"
"Quiet, you!"
Came a stern voice.
"Oh, which one are you? 57646 or that other one?"
"We're both here."
Diesel 5 found this amusing.
"What? It takes two of you just to move one of me?"
"Actually, we both wish to accomplish the same goal,"
replied Donald.
"What are you talking about?"
The twins didn't reply and began pushing.
"Wait, what about my driver? He hasn't come back yet."
Again, the twins didn't respond.
"Are any of you going to answer me?"
Still no response. Eventually, they arrived at a set of points and stopped. Diesel 5 watched as one of the drivers jumped from the cab and switched them. Then, they moved onto an old, rusty line. Diesel 5 was going to ask where they were going, but since he didn't get an answer on the last few questions, he saw no point in it. Soon, they came to an old wooden bridge. Diesel 5 thought nothing of it at first, until he noticed something. There was a large gap between both ends of the bridge, meaning it had collapsed.
"Can you two stop? The bridge is out."
The twins said nothing and kept moving. Diesel 5 was now desperate.
"Are you deaf? I said the bridge is out!"
Despite the Diesel's wailing, they moved closer to the edge. Then, as Diesel 5's first set of wheels left the rails, they came to a halt. Diesel 5 began to teeter.
What? What are you doing?"
"Tell me, Buzzbox, how does it feel teetering over the edge?
Donald questioned.
How does it feel knowing you could fall?"
"What do you think it feels? It's bloody terrifying! Now pull me back!"
"Now you know how I felt when you tried to push me off the quay. Not to mention that tank engine you sent flying into the bloody sea."
Diesel 5's mouth dropped.
How did you know?"
"Did you think no one would notice the way you reacted to that engine's death?"
Donald answered.
"You might have hidden from the workers and manager, but you didn't hide from us. So we decided to make sure you can't harm anyone else. Of course, we had to get you to a standstill,"
added Douglas.
"so we contaminated the fuel in that goods yard with our water. Considering the length of the journey home, we knew you couldn't get back without taking some more."
This was all planned? Please, I swear it was an accident. I never meant for that engine to fall in the ocean. I thought his brakes were...
"Don't give me that rubbish!"
bellowed Douglas.
"As Donald said, we saw your reaction. That big grin on your face when the engine was announced dead. Your intentions were clear, and you achieved them."
"And you claim you're doing better? If I fall, the blood will be on your buffers. You're attempting murder! Murder!"
Then, Diesel 5 heard the cracking of wood beneath him. He soon realised that this bridge wasn't designed for engines his weight. Donald and Douglas wisely moved back onto land.
"Murder, you say? Well, how is it murder if the victim in question committed murder himself? Aye. You see, Diesel 5, This isn't murder. This is punishment!
A loud, horrific scream was the last sound Diesel 5 made as the bridge fell to pieces and he plunged into the rocks below.